Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. It is time for Tackle My TBR. So, what did I read last week? Well, last week I read Twisted Games by Anna Huang. This is book 2 in the Twisted series. This one we're following Reese, who was a bodyguard to one of the characters in Twisted Love. So he is again a bodyguard to a princess this time, and her name is Bridget, and she's just a little careless. She's out there, she's doing her thing. She is heir to the throne after her brother, and she's just kind of carefree and wild, and she doesn't really think about, the things that are out there that could harm her or what have you. So he's got to bodyguard that. And like I said, she gets a little wild and crazy, but I also felt like that part of it, like Reese was a little over the top when it came to, protecting her. But I know, that bodyguards do take that stuff very seriously. If you guys have ever watched the movie The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, she was the same way. She didn't see what the threat was or the danger was, but he's always on guard because that's how they're trained to be, and that's how Reese is in this one. Now, there are obviously sex scenes, all that stuff in this book, just like there was in Twisted Love. In this one, though, I really didn't care, how can I say it, about Reese's style. Because it was just plain BDSM to me. And this book says nowhere on here about any of that in it. And I don't feel like I would have read it if that kind of stuff was in there. I'm not saying, it's horrible and blah, 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 but, a warning would be nice. And I feel like it got to a point of being degrading to Bridget, and that just really bothered me as well. And she was all for it. She didn't care. And I'm just like, girl, no. Tell them, hey, this isn't what, I signed up for, kind of thing. And it just bothered me. And at that point, I was just wishing for an Elle Kennedy female protagonist. But, yeah. Anyway, that part of it just kind of bothered me a little bit. I feel like the story was okay and the characters were okay outside of the bedroom, outside of the sex. But that just kind of put a damper on the story. I did rate it 3 stars. I don't know if I will continue. I don't have any of the other books. I could get them on my Kindle, but I only had Twisted Love and Twisted Games. So, yeah, if it wouldn't have been for that, if it would have been at least labeled on the synopsis or something, then I could have been prepared for that, and it wouldn't have irritated me. But, yeah, it was really irritating to me. I don't know. But, yeah. 3 stars, maybe 3.5, I don't remember, but that's what happens, I guess. So the next book that I read was A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Last year I read the Throne of Glass series, absolutely loved that series, and so I figured it's about time to get to this one. I've had it on my shelf for a year now, over a year probably, and it was time to pick it up. This is one of the series I want to finish for Series-a-thon this year, and hopefully I can get that done. Now, I started reading this book, and I'm like, it's moving a little bit slow. But it did finally pick up. In this book, you're reading about 2 different realms. You've got the human realm, and then you've got the fairy realm, which is divided up into areas as well. You have, I think it's Feyre, is how you say her name. She's in the human realm, okay? And she's the one that is striving to take care of her family. Her family seems very unappreciative of her efforts. Her mother had passed away, her father was injured, and her 2 sisters are just, their own world kind of. Feyre has to be the one to take care of them. She has to, go out and hunt their food, which she's gotten pretty good at. And do I tell that part? I think I can tell that part. So Feyre ends up killing this wolf, and this wolf just happened to be a fairy. He was from the fairy realm. And there's a treaty where if you kill them, you should be killed, or you'll be taken to live over in the fairy realm, which is what happened to Feyre. Now I'm cutting it off. That's all I'm saying. I feel like once she got over there to the fairy realm is where the book really picked up. Lots of stuff going on. I love the characters. I couldn't help but love a lot of the fairy characters over there. I really enjoyed Tamlin. There's just a lot of characters to love, a lot of characters to hate. She did a really good job with that. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to getting to the next one. Now, the second book, I hear a lot of people struggle with that one. Maybe that one, or maybe the third one. But let's keep our fingers crossed that I like this series as much as I like the Throne of Glass. So that one was, I think it was a 4-star rating. I don't remember for sure what it was. Okay, and then I picked up Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulic. I don't know how you say his last name. I'm not very far into this, only a couple pages, but it's starting out pretty weird, I thought, but hopefully this one's going to be really good. This is a thriller, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. And if I enjoy it a lot, then it'll be featured in Thriller Thursday. So that is what I read and accomplished last week. What have you guys read in the past week? And let me know in the comments below. Or if you read either one of these books, let me know what you thought of those as well. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.